My 26M, GF, 27F, wanted to be poly till I brought breakup. Please help me make sense of this situation. GF of 3 years was away for 3 months recently because of her job and she made some friends there. 2 of these friends were a poly couple and my GF was very interested in their lifestyle. Okay, cool. She was telling me about them almost every time we talked and eventually she asked if I was okay if she went on a date with the guy. I responded that I can't stop her from going on dates, but since we are a monogamous couple I would consider us broken up if she goes on a date with anyone. She was a little upset but she didn't go on the date. Eventually she started calling me insecure and possessive for wanting monogamy and I should open my eyes and be more accepting. She even tried to get me to talk to the guy who told me that being poly can really help our relationship to mature and grow and that I should try it. He also told me that I am limiting my GF's sexuality by asking for monogamy. I was beyond upset at this point, so I told my GF that we should break up because we are just making each other miserable and it's also clear that we want different things. And then I cut the phone. She called me 5 minutes later and apologized and said she is very sorry and she only wants me. She also said that she will stop hanging out with those friends and will never bring up being poly again if I give her another chance. We talked for almost 2 hours that night and ultimately we decided to stay together. She came back a week later and it's been a month since that and she has been true to her word, but I can't help but think, WTF happened then? How did she change her mind all of a sudden when for days she was trying to convince me? I honestly don't think she cheated on me. But I am still wondering a lot and I would like some perspective and advice from you guys. I'm sure she'd be cool with being poly until you found another girl. That's how these kinds of things often turn out. I don't have advice, but let me just say you're not insecure, immature and whatever else for only wanting to be with her. If my husband asked me to be poly, we're monogamous, it would end us. The doubt is there now. There was already a person she chose to discuss this with before even talking to you. When you said no, she went back to him to devise a plan to manipulate and mock your ethics until you said yes. Do you really think nothing happened? My opinion is something happened and she was hoping once she was home and couldn't hide it from you, she could continue on as she was. The problem is that the seed of doubt has already been planted. She wanted to sleep with another guy and tried to convince you that it is acceptable behavior for the both of you. Since you now know she has no problem sleeping with other guys while with you, doubt will always be there every time she travels for work. Talk this matter out as it is not a matter to rug sweep. Only then can you move on from this properly, or it will stay with you for years to come. My opinion is that if she was in a monogamous relationship, and she was talking to other people about wanting to have sex with them, and planning with them how she could have sex with them without you breaking up with her, she already cheated emotionally at the very least. She has also proven that monogamy is not important to her. As someone who is monogamous, that would be a deal breaker for me, even if they were willing to put up with monogamy for me, because I would not feel like they were invested in me the same way I was invested in them. And there's also the behavior she displayed when you said you were uncomfortable. She didn't let it go. She called you names, belittled you, and tried to coerce you into consenting to a sexual arrangement she knew made you uncomfortable. That's disgusting. That is the behavior of a disgusting human being. Even if she didn't sleep with them, which there's a good chance she did, if she clearly emotionally cheated, is not aligned with your fundamental ideas about relationships, and treated you in a way which was disgusting to try and coerce consent for non-monogamy. Why would you give her even a minute more of your life? She's probably already cheating on you, and if not, she will. She probably just decided to do what she wants but keep it secret. 1. She didn't want Polly but rather a cover-up to sleep with said dude she brought to tell how great it would be for you as a couple if he sleep with her. Lol. 2. They probably already sleep with each other before even she AKS for Polly relationship the first time and just wanted you say yes, so she can feel less guilty. Or it would be well easy as to hide it. 3. She brought someone else to tell you how great as if she sleep with him. Dude, that alone would be enough to say goodbye. She asked you. You said no and then she got mad double down and as soon as you said it over she comes back with, I am sorry, yeah, you know what to do. First, are you sure nothing happened? Just asking is a very legit reason to damage your trust that she may need to repair. It sounds like this garbage guy who claimed to be a friend was grooming her so he could sleep with her. Both of the couple may have, for all you know. It is very concerning that your girlfriend was on board. Even if nothing happened, she was willing. I don't know what to tell you here. But her just coming back won't be enough. What will she do to fix this? Show you she really is monogamous and committed to you? She called me 5 minutes later and apologized and said she is very sorry and she only wants me. It's a lie. She made it clear that she wants to have sex with other people. And that you are the problem by refusing. If you take her back, she will cheat on you. She only brought it up to you because she hooked up with her friends already. She's obviously cheating on you. This means she's decided to stay with you and just cheat instead of trying to convince you to become poly. Trust me, she's cheating on you. This happens often. I would love to look at the bright side and say that she chose you and you should be happy. I don't think that way though. I have lived the poly lifestyle on and off for a long time. In most cases it already happened, which is why when the partner doesn't agree to it they get overly defensive and upset, as she did. They and or the poly couple involved will then try and manipulate, degrade, gaslight the partner into allowing it or doing it, as they did. If you didn't look for evidence of actual infidelity, then it's probably too late for that. I suggest going to counseling. It has obviously put a strain on you and this may be a chance for her to come clean or you both to get issues out of the way. Did you really discuss why she wanted to be with another guy and how that made you feel? Are her feelings for him purely physical or is there an emotional aspect? Essentially it seems she wanted Polly because she wanted that guy. And he's obviously been manipulating her. So can she be manipulated again? As this is still lingering in your mind, as it should, I'd revisit what she was thinking and wanting and whether it's still there. Trust will leak away if you don't settle this with yourself or her. Good luck. Usually people who push for Polly have found a target. The way she pushed for that one guy and the way she allowed him to talk down about you. Women hate it when someone talks down about their BF. Unless it's a man they are open to. Not saying she did anything, but she had a line up and was set to go in motion. If I was in your shoes, I don't think I could stay in the relationship, knowing that she really wants something else. It wasn't just a passing curiosity. She was desperate for it. Now she's limiting her sexuality by being with you. My self-esteem would be taking a beating by that and I'd rather be single. Just be prepared to follow through with breaking up. I think you are either going to find out that she has already been physical with the couple, and or will try to bring up being poly again as soon as Shish thinks you have gotten over it. If that's the case, no discussion. Just tell her it's over. I would have broken up with her and not taken her back. Just remember she showed you her true colors. She lost interest in you. Dump that broad. Speaking as someone who has had some poly men do this. Please bear in mind that this is not all poly people, it's just my own experience. In some towns the amount of poly people, especially women, is limited, and there are some who will really go in to seduce you into the lifestyle. They tell you how gorgeous you are, how popular you would be, how freeing it is to have partners who can fulfill different parts of your life rather than relying on one person to do all of it. How you can have these amazing connections and really explore yourself. It's genuinely intoxicating, but it should always come down to a proper discussion with your actual partner before even considering anything like a date with anyone. There's an element of peer pressure, seduction, and selfishness in the whole thing. I wouldn't advise people of breakups or not. It's not my business when I don't know details. But I don't think her manipulative tactics is in your best interest long term. It could easily be transitioned to something else for her to get her way. She's shown you who she is. It's up to you to decide if you're okay with that part of her.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.